right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got Ray F. Cat, sorry if I messed up your name, and we got Christian as well. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check out Patreon, link down below in the description. And today's live stream and all live streams are partnered with Mint Mobile, but more on that later. So in case you missed what has happened in the past 24 hours, Tesla now has an insane low rate of 0.99 financing rate for only the Tesla Model Y. I know a lot of you out there, Model 3, Model S, Model X were on the sidelines, even Cybertruck, right? We wish we could get this fantastic 0.99% rate. And I've seen a lot of the comments, a lot of people asking like if you had purchased the day before. Unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. You will not be able to get the new rate. It is from yesterday, probably last night after the announcement after they closed, right? Or no, they announced it pretty early in the day. So I don't know, maybe they would retro. I don't think they will, but unfortunately it does not appear that anybody is able to get that new rate if you had already taken delivery, even if it was just like a week ago. But there's some things you need to know about this 0.99% financing rate, and maybe it's not as caught up as everybody thinks it is. But before we get into that, definitely please hit that like button. It goes a long way to support the channel and the live streams. I mean, it is a great rate, and let me put a big massive disclaimer on this. Like, if you're purchasing a Tesla vehicle, 0.99% financing is an insane low rate, and for most people this is going to make sense. For a lot of people that are not putting down big down payments or are not financing the whole amount, or even of course cash buyers, maybe even cash buyers, it could make sense. But you got to zoom out into what has happened in the past 6 months, and you can clearly see this on our channel when we've talked about all the different discounts, interest rates, and everything and things like that. But here's the low payments that it's been affected by this 0.99% interest rate. So shout out to Sorry, he was able to itemize all the different payments. So here is what it was before the 0.99 drop in the rate. It was yesterday, it was 6.49%. So $706 for the rear wheel drive, $756 for the all wheel drive, and we got the $815 a month for the performance. Now with the fantastic 0.99% APR rate is $600, $643, and $693. So you can see big drops across the board with all the different, almost like $100 plus drops. Even the biggest one for the Model Y performance, you can see over $120 difference between the monthly payment drops. But let's get into what you need to know about this, and why is this not necessarily the best deal out there. So if you've been a follower of the channel, if you've been watching, or if you don't even want to watch every single video, you can go to our video channel page and you can scroll into all the different videos that we've posted. I know there's a lot, so you're gonna be scrolling for a bit, but we try and keep it in the thumbnail where you can see all the different discounts. Maybe even it might be easier, and in the live section where you can see, I try and put the whatever discount it was in the thumbnail of the video. But let's try and find ones. Okay, so here we go. So $5,600 discount for a Model Y and $5,000 discount for a Model Y, and that was about a month ago when these discounts were around. I think if I remember, yeah, at one point there was an $8,100 discount on a Model Y, and that was the biggest that we ever saw last month relative to the past 3 to 6 months. So you can see what we're getting to here. Now, if you go to Tesla inventory, you barely see any sort of discounts at all. If anything, it's like this one, like a $500 discount, or maybe at most like $1,000, or this one is $700 discount. So you're not going to really find a bunch of discounts at all. So you can kind of see where I'm getting at. Tesla did a bit of a sleight of hand. They removed all inventory discounts in favor of a low interest rate. And so it depends on the type of buyer you are. If you're a type of buyer that pays cash or puts massive down payments, then you're kind of losing out on what's happening here because you're paying a higher price for the vehicle. But if you're someone that is going to put the minimal amount down and finance wants this all the way 60, 72, even 84 months, then this is a different story. This is a fantastic situation for you. And what I would recommend is, my recommendation either way is this. Like the 0.99% offer is fantastic. It's great. Inventory is still kind of up there. It hasn't crashed yet. So we'll wait and see over these next few days on if Teslas are going to be selling or flying off the shelves. But my recommendation is always going to be wait until the end of this month to see if there's any further demo discounts with bigger discounts, like $1,000 to $2,000, maybe $3,000 off, and or wait until the end of June, which is the end of the second quarter, where we can see any sort of discounts at that time, or even September or even December around that time as well for the bigger discounts. So you can see, I think the interest rate is great. And if you have to buy today, then yes, like just try and find one with a small discount and then move on, or find one that's the build you like and move on. But here's like a good scenario in this where you can compare it. So in this first one right here, we've got 47,400 at today's prices. I just took like an average of the Model Ys, 72 months, 0.99%, 7,500 down for the federal tax credit. And you can see we got a monthly payment of $571 a month. So I'm going to show you where it's basically the same between the two of them. And of course, we all want a lower interest rate plus a fat discount, but Tesla's a little bit smarter than that. So you can see this is based upon a Model Y at 47,400, and of course the 0.99% offer. We're going to keep the term, the down payment all the same, and this is of course factoring in like if you were to like taxes and everything factoring in as well. You can see now we've got a $42,000 purchase price, about a $5,000 difference between them at the old rate of 6.49%, same 7,500 down, and you can see $579 a month. Now, yes, $579 versus $571, $8 difference. Of course, the 0.9N is certainly going to be more in favor. And of course, at the end of the day, if you're going to keep the loan all the way to 72 months, then yes, this is the best setup for you, because total interest is only $1,213, whereas total interest on this, if you kept it all the way to 72 months, is $7,244. But you can see it's basically the same thing between both scenarios. Now, if you're going to be paying down this loan a lot quicker, you're going to basically win. Or if you're paying cash for this type of purchase, you're also going to win. But I certainly understand a good majority of people buying Teslas are going to be financing, myself included. And so this is where, of course, we want both of them, but don't be fooled completely by this 0.99% offer. It's great, but Tesla has shifted some things to try and get there, including a massive big $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000 off. So my recommendation, wait as long as you can. If you do not need a vehicle ASAP, wait until the end of this month or the next month, or even the end of the next quarter, which is going to be September. And I would say if you can get, I don't foresee it happening, but if the discounts go back up to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 off a Tesla Model Y, then certainly that would be a fantastic purchase. That is for sure. And the other thing you need to be aware about, like, what about this Tesla Model Y Juniper refresh that's rumored to be coming out in the near future, whether it's later this year or next year? So Tesla is doing whatever they can to try and clear out Model Y inventory. And because Model Y inventory is the highest at the moment, so they're pulling all the different stops. But, if you're someone that always wants the latest and greatest, don't, get all caught up in buying a Tesla Model Y, and then you're going to get upset when 3 months down the line, a brand new Model Y comes out. But if we get into that game, that's always the ongoing thing. There's always going to be something better. There's always going to be a newer feature and everything like that in the near future. So you can never really time Tesla for that matter. So don't get into that loophole as well. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking.